Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I have covered some really stupid, pathetic, and I guess you could say ding battery kind of stories in the past. And this one, my friends, honestly has to take pretty much the cake. There are some very, and I mean very stupid individuals out there in the world. And this particular journalist, I even hate to call this person a journalist because what this person is not a journalist, but something I don't even know how to describe what this person is. But anyway, this person apparently works for The Guardian. Say no more, right? The Guardian of all places. And she has written one of the most ding battery kind of articles you can ever possibly think to make up. And I guess we're going to be talking about it today because, yeah. And by the way, happy Australia Day to my Australian brothers and sisters. I love the fact that it is Australia Day today. And I love the fact that I am Australian. I think it's a blessing to be in this country, although a lot of people seem to call it Invasion Day. And believe it or not much is going on today here in Australia, unless you are in, obviously, work Melbourne and in Sydney. But here in Queensland, not really much is happening. And that is a bit sad to me. It's very, very sad. Not many people are actually celebrating Australia Day. But anyway, getting back to the article. After his executive order on biological sex, is Trump legally the first female president? Can only imagine what the editor would have been thinking when this came across the editor's desk, right? I think it's a female editor. Oh, yeah, for sure. I was thinking the exact same thing. Is Donald Trump legally the first female president because of his biological stance on there's only male and female? Like, you just have to be one of the most insane and utterly ridiculous people on the face of the earth to even come up with something like this. It's almost as if like this person was sitting there going, I have nothing. I've got nothing to write about. I've got nothing to complain about. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make something up completely that is going to make people go, what the hell? How are you even employed by The Guardian? The confusing and vague executive order underscores how complete sex is and why it's hard to reduce it into a neat binary. That's the subheading. So, yeah, my friends, we're already in not even the actual article, and I'm already like, wow. This person, Awa Madway, whatever the hell her name is or his name is. I can't tell. I don't know who you are. Awa Madway. What were you thinking? And before we get on to the actual context or the content of this article, Helen Joyce reshared it. It's currently going viral over on X. Surreally, supremely, incomprehensibly stupid, even more stupid than the stupid tweets on this subject in the past few days. Through brain dead, out the other side, and accelerating towards a stupidly singularity. So much vicarious shame. Oh boy, Helen Joyce is 100% right. So the first paragraph and the headline is Trump the first female president? Has the moment we've all been waiting for arrived? What exactly? After both Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris failed to break the biggest glass ceiling, has a woman finally ascended to the highest office in America? Legally speaking, is Donald J. Trump the first female president? There was a flurry of commentary this week suggesting that by the Trump administration's own definition, this could very well be the case. On Monday, you see, Trump kicked off his second term by signing a barrage of executive orders, including one stating that biological sex starts at the moment of conception. At which point, Trumpanian science decrees you are female or male, and that's it. That's not Trumpanian science, I'll have you know. That is actual biological reality. That's what it is. Just because Trump said in a statement that everyone in reality, or everyone living in reality, knows that there's only male and female. Yeah, like Trump did the thing that everyone, he shouldn't really have to do it, but he did it anyway, just so that everyone was aware there's only male and female, but you have the likes of dingbats such as this individual that goes, nah, it's Trumpanian science. And is Trump now the first female president? Have you got to be bloody kidding me? Female means a person belonging at conception to the sex that produces the large reproductive cell, reads the order. Male means a person belonging at conception to the sex that produces a small reproductive cell. It actually reads a lot more than that. But anyway, despite Trump's decree that biological sex is immutable, the wording of his executive order left some room for interpretation. No, it didn't. You're trying to find interpretation when there is none. Indeed, some critics, like yourself, noted that because the undifferentiated genitalia that males and females share very early in fetal development are phenotypically female. You could argue he just made everyone legally female. Oh my. How is this? Oh, this is utterly painful. Breathe, Jay, breathe. Trump just declared everyone a woman from conception based on the language of the executive order. Delaware Representative Sarah McBride, obviously you're going to have to throw in a transgender individual. The first openly transgender person elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, told The Independent, for example, did Trump's executive order just make everyone in the U.S. female? Mashable simply asked, the piece added, all Americans are now AFBT, signed female by Trump. Oh my goodness. Helen Joyce, you are utterly brilliant by saying all the things you said. This is utterly garbage and stupidity personified. I mean, I thought woke dingbat was enough, but I need something far more than that. Like, honestly, when you're writing this article, you're thinking to yourself, oh, yes, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. What do you think, editor? Oh, yes, I'll just adjust this and this and this. You didn't sound more crazy enough. Go crazier. Can you possibly sound crazier? Yes, indeed, I can. Here we go. It would be extremely satisfying if the answer to that question was an unequivocal yes. How does this person... But the more accurate answer is no, although there is room to argue that the executive order decrees all humans, including Trump, are non-binary. There's no such thing as non-binary, mate. Just seriously, what even is non-binary? You can't even explain it yourself because no one can be in between male or female. Doesn't work. Still, you can see why so many people came to the conclusion that the executive order was assigning everyone as female. No, I didn't come to that conclusion at all because he clearly stated that it is the government's stance that there is only male and female. Not that there's only just female. Let's clutch at straws here. So we'll just go into the how he's defined what it means to be a male and what it means to be a female. And then we'll just go a little bit deeper into that and say, oh, everyone's female at first. You're completely and utterly stupid. Oh dear, oh dear. The confusing and vague executive order underscores just how complex sex really is. Most scientists now reject the idea that sex is strictly binary. The likes of Nature, possible Possibly one of the most prestigious scientific journals in the world has noted that the research and medical community now sees biological sex as more than complex than just male and female. Well, they are stupid and ridiculous, if you ask me. And there's a huge amount of disagreement as to how these categories should be described. Scientists ourselves cannot agree on how to define the two sexes. Rachel Levine, a Pamanora College neuroscientist who studies the development of biological sex, told me over the phone to say that biological sex is simple and easily defined, and define it conception is factually incorrect. What? We've known for years that sex is defined or determined at conception. It's like, that's how it goes. I don't even think I can actually finish this article, my friends. Honestly, there are lots of factors that contribute to how we think about biological sex, including physical characteristic, hormone levels, gamete size. Larger gametes are eggs, while smaller gametes are sperm. Sex chromosomes, etc. Trump's executive order seem to tie sex to just gamete size at conception. This is despite the fact that a lot of academics have moved away from a sex classification system based primarily on gametes, because some people will never produce a gamete. And while it's true that most people inherit either XX, typically female, okay, so you're talking about the intersex category here, but there's still either male or female. If you have XX chromosome, you are female. If you have XY chromosome, but an extra, if you have the Y chromosome, you are a male. If you have only X chromosomes, you are female. That's the way it works, doesn't it? Anyway, these people are just, oh, goodness me. This is a painful. And it just goes to show you how far they go to try and find a fault in something that Trump said. But this ain't any fault at all, people. This is just pure and utter wokeness personified to the point of utter stupidity that I'm going, what the actual hell is wrong with you? Do you believe this? You seriously believe this? Like, obviously, it's a catchy headline. Is Trump the first female president? So that draws people in. What do you mean by that? And then you start reading the contents of the article and you realize you can't get your life back after that. Sorry, guys. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.